Hi, my name is Jason Guerrero, and in conclusion to our discourse project, well, actually, let me go back. I chose to do corrective exercise to improve performance. It's something that I've always been interested in, especially to work with athletes, um, young athletes specifically. Um, but in gearing to do so, I had some questions in regards to methodology on what needs to be done to help a person improve upon what their specific goals are um, within the performance realm. So I talked with a gentleman by the name of Joey Gonzalez, who is an expert in his field about performance and corrective exercising. What I've learned about it is there's a great amount of education that's involved in it. A lot of people think of training today as, oh, just get down and do 10 to 20 push-ups to achieve your goal. It's more than that. Um, really focusing in on the individual, understanding where they're coming from and what their body is able to do. Um, everybody's got some kind of limitation, and then you need to find that limitation and then be able to correct that limitation so they can move on from there. Why it's pertinent to be able to do something in such, and to have the wherewithal to be able to understand um, what specifics are needed. As I was doing the interview, there's a lot of anatomy involved in understanding on how the body moves, how the muscles are working, what's tight and what's weak. There's a lot more required of within today's athletic field than I would say 5 to 10 years ago, which is pretty interesting. They're using words such as prescription, individualizing programs. So it's really a detailed method of what they're doing to help an individual. Um, and understanding where Joey's thought process is. Number one is preventative, to really help a person understand where their body's at, how it moves, and get an idea of what direction they need to be taken. He gave an example of an elderly woman, stepping in the shower. If she doesn't have the stability or strength throughout her body, chances are if there's some soap on the ground, she slips and she falls, and she needs a knee replacement or hip replacement. Something just as normal every day as that to an athlete that's looking to improve, the vertical jump. You need to start at the ground level. You got to walk before, you got to crawl before you walk. So you got to understand, got to become more aware of your body. It was really interesting to see a different approach to what the majority of people feel training is. There's more of a lot more of a scientific approach today than there was, like I said, 5 to 10 years ago, which I really appreciated. And what I've come to find is that there's a great deal amount of education that needs to be consistently brushed up on. That there's a go out. There's a lot of fact finding. You got to do it on your own. There's not somebody there holding your hand to push you to go educate yourself. But if you want to be relevant within the field and really genuinely help people, you need to be able to educate yourself and take it from there and really work on the craft. Another thing that I learned is, one of the biggest things is patience. You got to understand that we get to slow things down and look at the, you know, the little things. The little things do make a difference on the bigger outcome, and you know, that's a strong point to, you know, to see in such a realm that you know, it's becoming a lot more prevalent. A lot more people are being involved in athletics, not excuse me, athletics, but in you know, working out, training, performance, and there's a lot more to it than meets the eye, which is really an interesting note to get. And well, that's in conclusion to my discourse project. Hope you enjoy, and thank you very much.